Namaste, good morning, Swagatam. This morning, we will just have a very short look at a pranayama practice that helps us to work on our autonomic balance. The autonomic nervous system is in charge of keeping us alive. The old klesha, that primitive sense of wishing to survive at any cost, known as abhinivesha, is being stimulated every moment right now as we are facing the global pandemic of COVID-19. There's the fear of the unknown, the uncertain future. It is often said, when you think of the past, you get depressed, and when you think of the future, you get anxious. It is only in the present moment, the now. In Patanjali's teachings, he starts the whole Yoga Sutra with the word Atha. Atha means the now, the auspicious now. What can be more auspicious? What can be more life-changing and transforming than the present moment? Because it is only in the present moment that we can make a choice based on discernment, a choice based on viveka, a choice based on a higher perspective, which comes from the Ajna Chakra. This is the region, the Ajna Chakra, where we truly manifest our humanity. All the lower centers, the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata and Vishuddha, are linked to our sensory apparatus. They are all basically spinal cord reflexes. They are all based on primitive wish to survive at any cost, because for the lower life forms, the highest attribute is survival. That's all that matters. The moment we grow from the spinal level and come up to the cerebral level, that is where the Ajna, the energies are very different. The energies of the lower centers are in a clockwise spiral. They are clockwise spiraling up the central axis, the Sushumna, with the Chitranini and Vajranini within them. But this spiraling in a clockwise direction, the moment it comes to the Ajna, starts to go left, right, left, right, left, right. We say hang, shang, hang, kashang, hang, kashang, hang, kashang, hang, kashang. It is the two petals right here. The whole dynamism has changed. This is the seat of the Viveka Khyati, the Buddhi, the higher intellect that knows, gnosis, cognition, or rather metacognition born out of a sense of vairagya, an objective analysis of one's own subjective feelings. The autonomic nervous system is based on the right and the left peripheral energies, known as the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. And the sympathetic nerve flow in the traditional yoga teachings is known as the Pingala Nadi. And the Pingala Nadi, which is the right peripheral flow, it terminates at the right nostril and where it becomes the Surya Nadi. So the Surya Nadi, the right nostril, the terminal end of the Pingala Nadi, is basically a sympathomimetic. It acts like the sympathetic nervous system, which is to make us alert, arousal, and basically catabolic energy that burns up the energy so that we can use it to survive. The heart rate can go faster, the blood sugar can go up, the blood pressure can go up, the muscles can tighten, blood flow to the muscles is enhanced, blood flow to the skin goes down, the sweating response comes up, we end up with cold, clammy palms, the iris dilates so that we can see better, the bronchioles open so that we can breathe better, all geared towards survival. The left nostril, on the other hand, it is the terminal end, the Chandra Nadi of the Ida Nadi, the left peripheral flow. Now, when we talk about right and left, we need to understand it's not just the right side and left side, but these are equal and opposite energies. It's like the ha and the ta of hatha yoga. The hatha is the sun and the moon, the loma, the viloma, the prana, the apana. It is these equal and opposite energies that we need to balance if we are truly to become ourselves, that human being that we are to be. So the left peripheral flow, the flow that is relaxing, it is the relaxing flow, and this relaxing flow is the vagal. It is the vagal tone, and nowadays there's a lot of emphasis on the polyvagal theory and a lot of emphasis being given on understanding the three aspects which go along with our pranava pranayama, vibhaga pranayama, the adama, the madhyama and the adhyama. They tie in very well to this, but that's for another day. What we are working on is this left nostril, the Chandranadi, being the terminal end of the Ida Nadi, gives us an opportunity to induce a sense of relaxation. Normally we are automatically, reflexively, we are reacting and we are going into the stress response. The stress response, which I really don't like to call it a response because it is more a reflex, it is more a reaction. There's not much consciousness in it. So for me, the word response implies consciousness. And in the stress response, or rather the stress reaction, it is just happening. We have no control. The brainstem gets involved, the survival instinct kicks in, abhinivesha, klesha just pushes us into it. But here, when we work on the left nostril, we have an opportunity to consciously induce the relaxation response. Here it is a response because you are, as a conscious human being, blessed with discerning intellect, you are working on consciously inducing a sense of relaxation. Rather than being a victim of stress, you are becoming a master of the stress, overcoming it. And from above, Agya Chakra, making a choice, I am not going to get stressed, I want to relax myself. And this is why there's a beautiful metaphor, an analogy with the eagle. It is said that the eagle, unlike other birds, when there's a storm, the other birds, they try to find shelter. They go under the tree, they go under the roof, they find a corner to hide. But the eagle, it just flies higher and higher and higher, and it goes beyond that storm. I think that is a very, very beautiful analogy for our life, and especially in this crisis now. Rather than trying to hide, we need to go beyond it. My father, Swami Geethananda Giri, used to say, you don't solve your problems, you outgrow them. I think it's worth thinking about. We are constantly trying to solve the problem. You just have to go beyond it. You have to grow beyond it. The problems are the spinal level, the old animal instinctive level. The intuitional level, which is the Ajna and above, is where we can make a choice on how we want to respond. So to do this, we want to induce the left nostril breathing. The left nostril is connected to the right brain. So because it is connected to the right brain can look at the bigger picture. The right brain is able to see what the bigger picture is rather than just focusing on me. That induces more and more stress. So the right brain, it has that capacity to look at the bigger picture, whereas the left brain is constantly saying, me, what's in it for me? What's going to happen to me? Will I live? Will my family live? It's all this bound to me, survival instinct. So we want to work on the right brain, the artistic, creative part, which gives the abstract capacity. Look at the bigger picture and dissipate the tension. So what we can do is we induce the left nostril breathing. There are different ways this can be done. One is simply use what is called the Nasika or Nasagra Mudra, and we close the right nostril with the thumb. This is a simple way to do it. And what we do is that we are going to be consciously breathing in through the left nostril. So it's a breathe in and breathe out through the left nostril. So what we are doing is we are closing. Now, many people do this and all. I leave it to your choice. I'm not here to judge what you are doing. But you can use the Nasika, which is a very good one. The second option is the Vishnu Mudra, where you use the two fingers for the nostrils. The middle finger becomes the focal point at the Agnya and also reminds us then of the Pingala, the Ida, and the Sushumna. So the Vishnu Mudra is another good one to do, but it may be a bit more stressful on your hands if you're not used to it. So basically what we want to do is that we want to close the right nostril. Now I know that here what is happening on Facebook Live is you are seeing it the reverse. So you're like, Dr. Ananda, what's happened to you? You are saying right and you are focusing on the left. This is a mirror image that is happening. And if somebody can tell me how to change that setting, I will do it. Because I know when I talk about right and left, this confusion is coming. But anyway, this is my right nostril. It may look like left to you, but it is my right nostril I'm closing. Okay? So let's close our right nostril, either with the Nasagra, or many people do things like this and whatever they want to do. I leave it to your choice. But let's close the left. Okay? Now, keeping the left closed, what we are going to do is that we are going to now be breathing in and out, and I'll give you a count of 6. Okay? So just 6 counts in, 6 counts out. Okay? Join me. Closing your right nostril. Ready? Breathing out. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can modify this with a slight variation, where instead of just doing the Sukha Pranayama, which is an equivalent inhalation and exhalation duration, what we are going to do is we are going to adopt the Savitri Pranayama pattern. Savitri is the energy of the morning sun, the Gayatri. That Savitu energy is being invoked in the Savitri Pranayama. So we will be breathing in for 6 counts. We will hold in the Antara Kumbhaka. What we are going to be doing is for 3 counts. So it's 6 counts in, 3 counts we will hold, 6 counts for the Rechaka, the breathing out, and then the Bahya Kumbhaka. In our tradition we call it Shunyaka. It's a vacuum state where you hold out the breath. We'll be holding out for 3 counts. Okay? So we'll be breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Now the left nostril with the same pattern. Get ready. Breathe out. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. You can continue this practice, the Chandranadi Pranayama, where we are working on the Chandranadi, the left peripheral flow, that is parasympathomimetic, invoking consciously the relaxation response to deal with all the emotionality, all the stress we are having in the world today. It is a chance for us to choose the right attitude, an attitude that comes out of the power of viveka, developing that viveka and a sense of vairagya. The two wings of viveka and vairagya, both up here. Viveka and vairagya enabling us to be free of the stress that we are manifesting. Let us all work together. Let us all manifest health, peace, and sanity together. Om Loka Samastam Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Om. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, be healthy, and be blessed.